And we are live again. But the same thing, ever since I played around with my new settings, I need to have people confirm for me that you actually see me full screen. So you can see me at the bottom right. You could see the time at the top right. You can see the word games at the top left, and you can see the word play at the bottom left. Is that correct? Yo Nan. I'll assume that meant yo man. Actually, it's 3 years later. We're the year 2021. 2024 is in 3 years. Yeah, so do you know why I do that? Because not a lot of people get the message when I do it. Serious question, do you actually want to know why I do that whole, like, years in the future thing scheduled for the stream? I can explain it, because there is a logical reason behind it. You're going to have to bear with me momentarily as I slop on my Mr. Noodle, because I'm not having a good day. But I'm hoping with streaming that I'll have a nice day. I mean, I did get a free gift from the publishers of this game here. On the road again. And that's why I don't sing. Okay, so the reason I schedule it years ahead of time is the following. So I just started streaming like 6 months ago, right? This whole thing's new to me. And when I used to stream in the beginning, what used to happen was it would say, click on stream, what's going to be your title, do you want to reuse, like a prior stream that you use so you don't have to like re-tag, re-thumbnail and all that, right? Like it just remembers everything. So it's like a one-hit button and that's it. And then one day it kind of stopped allowing you to do that. And when you would start getting your stream ready, it was like, hey, psst, sweet. When are you going live? And whoa, calm down, cowboy. And when I start to look into streaming before I even go live, for some oddball reason, it notifies everybody that I'm live when I'm actually not live. And it forces you to schedule your stream. Well, by default, it schedules it 15 minutes. So I used to ignore it and just kind of like get it ready for later in case I was playing a different game and I was changing my tags and editing the description. And then I would eventually stream, or I didn't know that people were coming in because I didn't know that people knew that I was getting ready for a stream that wasn't even existing yet. And people would be like, bro, you're late. You said your shit was scheduled for 8:15 and it's like 9:30. And I'm like, what do you mean scheduled? I ain't scheduling shit. YouTube just randomly threw that out there. They just decided one day to say, hey, you can't just get your stream ready and stream. You got to schedule it. So by doing something so extreme like scheduling it 3 years ahead of time, which is the furthest away you can do it, by the way. Otherwise, I would do like the year 2077, like Cyberpunk. That has it there so that there's no way on earth anybody ever says that I'm late. Get it? You know not to sit around and wait for me. That's what I'm going to want people that watch me to get knowing. It's that simple. So again, when you go to stream, even before you hit the go live button, you're advertising to the world that you're getting ready to do it. And it's really stupid. And then people start coming in, hey, how's it going? And I'm like, how the hell did you know? You know what I mean? And then the whole scheduling thing. Anyway, so that's why I do that. Just so that people don't sit around, because people were sitting around. Not that I get a lot of people that come in my streams, but I had enough people that were like, dude, man, you're always late. And I'm like, I'm not late. You know what I mean? I'm not scheduling nothing. It just throws it at me. So that's why. Yeah. Like the title said. Now I will be playing some Hitman. I'm gonna try to do a challenge without looking it up online. But right now I just want to eat my my Mr. Noodle really quick before there's like 10 or 12 people that maybe show up. I might play this a little bit later. I just uploaded a video on it. I had a hard time recording it. I was trying to get familiarized with the game. It's a truck simulator game that's coming out on February the 11th. And like I said, I was given a free copy by the German publishing team, not the developers, but the publishers. It's usually the other way around. I mean, I'm not, a pro at getting free keys here. Generation Zero with Avalanche Studios and all that are the only other ones that have ever given me free stuff. This is the second time I ever have a dev and or a publisher reach out to me. I didn't even ask for this. They must have seen me with my recent enthusiasm with American Truck Simulator. Maybe they heard me go on about this game because I've been anticipating it. I don't know how they read my mind. I never Twittered it. I never begged for them to do it. I don't even know how they got my email, but it just showed up at like 4 o'clock in the morning. And they're like, no embargo, my man. Just go hog wild. Stream, live, record it. We don't care. Almost like 2 weeks before it's scheduled to be released. Not exactly something that happens too often. First of all, that I get a free key or that I'm told there's no restrictions. Like when I got Generation Zero, the Phoenix DLC, and I was gifted that. There was an embargo. I was allowed to make footage, but I had to wait like 2 or 3 days, kind of keep it closer to the release date, and I wasn't allowed to live stream it until the actual day of release. That was the embargo. Whereas this one just has none. So that's kind of cool. It's like we ain't got nothing to hide. Just have at it, And that's cool because for a small channel, like me, it'll do one of two things. Either I won't get a lot of views and it won't expose the game much, or, it could potentially work out for me in the future. Hey, this guy sometimes gets, early games and stuff. It's easy for someone to buy the game on launch day and play a game when it comes out. People want to see the shit before it comes out, to see if it's worth them pre-ordering, to see if it's worth them buying the game before it comes out, right? That way I can beat all the other people, to the line. Anyhow, I know I'm rambling a lot, but we'll get into some Hitman. Yeah, I know. But now that I don't mind explaining it. Yeah. Hello, Revenger X. Exactly. We've got some beef Mr. Noodles, the best flavor. I'll move my microphone a little bit out of the way because watch how much sound drops off when I move my microphone away. Look how much quieter I am. Well, I'm hairless because hair don't grow on steel. You know what I'm saying? Hello, Revenger. Who's Kevin as Harik? I don't know. We meet again. Yeah, I don't know. That's either a good thing or a bad thing. Well, we'll find out as I'm sipping quickly on my noodle. You sick bastards. I know what you're thinking. But yeah, so gonna do some Hitman there, like I said. Not too much, Nick. How's it going with you? But yeah, I was gifted this game, in case you're just joining in, for free from the publishers. Of course, I got to talk about that because it's cool. How often does that happen? So, Kevin, who are you? I don't remember you. Or do I? Like I said, I just want to quickly there. Exactly. But then have the sun shine on it to put it in the spotlight to highlight what happens when you fuck around. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm being a smartass. I was going to say, it looks like you're done school a little early because you couldn't even type the word school properly, but I'm just playing around. I'm not a grammar Nazi. Yeah, I love Hitman 3. Kevin says I don't know. Ask Dr. Phil. I don't know what game it was. Well, I'm no doctor. The only thing I have in common with Dr. Phil is the bald head and the name. But I'm no doctor, and I definitely don't share the same bank account he does. Right now, I wish it was Dr. Phil. No, actually, I don't. You must be blind. Get your fucking eyes checked, jackass. This is smooth, bald, all the way around. Dr. Phil does that weird thing where he lets the side and the back of his hair grow. Plus, I can grow a full set of hair like a chia pet. Dr. Phil can't do that. Try again, fucker. Yeah, I was about to ban him. And again, it's not because I'm butthurt. It's just, it's boring. Nothing he said was entertaining. If you're going to come in, take a jab. Like actually jab. You know what I'm saying? Pivot your hips, put your shoulder into it, and do a snap jab right to the fucking chin. Take a good shot. And then follow up with an uppercut. Don't like jab me with the strength of a ramen noodle that's been seeping in water for 20 minutes. I mean, you're not going to be doing much with a noodle that limp and soft. And that's about how hard your insult hit. I'm just saying. Yeah, no. See, where the sun don't shine, that's an old expression way before The Rock. I was saying that crap in the 80s. The Rock was in diapers in the 80s, you know what I'm saying? And yes, I'm getting into some Hitman in a minute. I'm moving the microphone so you don't have to hear the slurping as loud. And then I might check out this game again a little bit after. We'll kind of see how it works out. So good. I used to eat these in elementary school, dry. I used to like shake the pack and like eat them like popcorn. Anybody ever do that? Well, looky. Looks like we've got some new shit to discuss. Looks like Agent 47 is going big pimpin' mood with the Guru pen, with that flashy neon orange and purple shirt, with something that looks like a gold rope or a gold chain around his neck, and then a white katana. Oh, look at that white shadow outfit. Oh, that looks so good. Okay, we'll look at that in a minute. Hello. All right, let me eat this quickly and then I'll read what this crap is. Almost done. But it looks like there's some new shit coming out on February the 23rd. I like when they warn you when the update is coming. Game update, February the 23rd. Like they let you know 3 weeks ahead of time when it's coming. I like that. That's a lot of noodle. Seriously though, anybody ever eat this shit? Mr. Noodles, wet or dry? I like it because it's pretty filling. And yes, I'm almost done. Yeah. I'm just leaving it here because I didn't know about this. Serious question. No one wants to smell that. Can you hear me slurping on my noodles when I'm over here? Like that right there, were you able to hear that? I always get curious to see how far away from the mic you need to be for it to drop off. One more bite. Hello. I don't know what a kimchi is. It sounds like a person. If kimchi tastes like shit, then maybe she needs to take a bath. And then something a lot less messy, a nice big fat bowl of blueberries that look like they've been injected with human growth hormones. Blueberries the size of a marble. So, if that don't clear your sinuses, I don't know what will. You never know with a blueberry. It's kind of like the whole Forrest Gump with Tom Hanks, laugh is like a box of chocolate. You never know what you're going to get inside. Yeah, blueberries are like a box of chocolate. You don't know when you're going to bite into one of those bitches and it's going to be sour or if it's going to be sweet. It can go either way. You never know. Every bite, the anticipation, you just don't know. So February the 23rd, there's an update. Looks like we're getting some extra outfits, some extra weapons, a custom Seeger 300 with a snow theme. Looks like there's going to be the Bakersville Barney escalation, which is going on right now. It's February the 4th. Something about Dartmoor featured contracts, kind of funny. Dubai featured contracts coming on the 11th. And the Deceivers at the Sapienza for the elusive target. And the Sinbad stringent escalation on February the 18th. Maybe I'll take a look at the Baskerville Barney. Who knows? That's going on right now. Let's just click on show more details. Excuse me. Other noodles? Gotcha. Okay, so let's take a look. Because, you know, I'm probably going to make a separate video on this. Because I'm desperate for the extra 20 views I'll get on my channel for it. Hitman 3's first content update is here. Where? Like as in the actual update is here? Or news update is here? Because now that's confusing me. When they word it like that, let me check with my sources. Oh, that's what it is. It's just the roadmap revealed. Okay, it's not an actual update. Oh, there's a new wrestling game coming out. Action Arcade Wrestling, announced for the spring of 2021. Anyways, maybe we'll look at that after. Your anxiety? Oh, right, because of the update. Nuclear treaty. Yeah, screw that. I don't want to talk about that right now. I mean, I don't mind sometimes a little bit, but definitely not this early in the stream. So we're adding, let me just try to breeze through this. We're adding, well, not we, I mean, I'm not a part of them, but they are adding new and free content to the game every week in February for all Hitman 3 players. Look out for featured contracts coming from MinMax and Kinda Funny. Oh, okay, they're the ones that, okay, I get it now. 2 new escalations that will challenge your approach and an elusive target. Contract and Sapienza. That includes 2 targets, but what are the rewards, though? As well as all this new content, we're planning a patch in a few weeks that'll bring fixes and tweaks to the game. We'll give you a full rundown of what's included and what's changing closer to that time. That patch will also make sure you're prepared for what's still to come. The initiation protocol has started. And there's a video. Initiation protocol, yeah, we've already looked at this, the February roadmap. Oh, okay. Cool. See, there it is there. You should I shouldn't be told anything. I don't know what these do, to be honest. Whoops. You got the platinum in Hitman? I don't do trophies. I never have patience for that. All right, so let's oh, for fuck's sakes. There we go. I was like, why isn't this working? Escalation. If I take a look at this just for a moment. Oh, it takes place at okay. The problem is, though, the incentive to want to do this. That's the thing, though. Like, what do you get out of it, right? So normally you go to feats, complete all levels, and you get 4th whoopee shit. I'm just being honest, right? Like, I'm just being straight up. Like, whoopee shit if there's no reward. I'm already maxed out, mastery level 20. I'm not saying I'd never do it, but there are other challenges that I would rather try to partake in. How's there a spoiler alert when I've beaten the game? Oh, it's from an old mission. Okay. I see. Then we go to feats. Again, they never tell you when you get a weapon, but it kind of makes it look like they're insinuating like you'll get that axe as a reward. Oh, oh, I have no idea if it has a platinum. I mean, I would assume that it does. Well, the fire's been put out because Trump is out, but let's not get into that bullshit. All right, enough of that crap. Let me, I don't know. I was thinking of maybe doing Mendoza, but doing something a little bit... Really? What? Oh, I thought it said I did it. I was like, I did? Silent Assassin 5 times, right. Yeah, she lives in Japan. Yeah, so I haven't done Silent Assassin suit only, nor have I done Sniper Assassin. I mean, I'll slowly get ready, maybe, to try that. Because at least that one I can try different outfits on. I don't have to be too hardcore. Because I would like to... maybe advance a little bit more, just because I'm so low on the mastery level. But I'm definitely not going to get too far with it. I might want to go as far as like level 9. To be honest with you. Because anything past that, for me, personally... 13 actually is kind of cool. The rest of this stuff is junk. I mean, I have better than all this. So yeah, I think 13 is as high as I would ever go. So, oh, that looks like a good starting kit. And this one we start in the parking lot. I've never started from the vineyard. But if I start from the vineyard, I can't bring the gold briefcase. Okay. That's what that is. But the parking lot, I can. I have to admit, it'd be nice to start from there, the sniper spot, but that's not my main focus. My main focus right now is China with a sniper rifle that I want really bad. Or do I? Does that look good? Yeah. You two better not be going on. Last two didn't, mate. Just interested. You know what I'm going to say? The world is a hellhole. The world is a shithole. Every part of this planet is a fucking dump. They just all smell a little different. Cow shit, horse shit, still smells like shit. It's got its own unique fragrance. It still smells like shit. So we're just going to leave it at that. Harukinator. While it is true that some countries are cleaner in terms of their streets, they have other shit going on they can't handle. But anyways, fuck all that crap before my viewership goes from 9 down to a goose egg. Alright, so I have no idea what I'm doing. I don't know this map very well. I am trying to do... Maybe I'm trying, I don't know. This is what's kind of troubling. I am allowed to change outfits, by the way, when you do Sniper Assassin. So again, bear with me as I have no clue what I'm doing. I'm only allowed to take out my targets, but I'm allowed to knock out anybody who gets out of line that looks at me funny. I don't think I should have brought... Yeah. Oh, I got a coin. Okay. We got a coin. Unfortunately, I only got one, but whatever. I shouldn't have brought that fiber wire. I should have brought the coins instead to distract people. We'll make with what we got here. We got to change outfits. And then, of course, using that vision is like cheating. But hey, it works. You can't blame me for using it. Well, I mean, that is true. The U.S. are the only country in the world to ever use nuclear weaponry in war. Nobody else has ever done it. That is true. But, you know, we're just adding gasoline to the fire that was sort of kind of put out, but not really. But yeah, end it, or the two of you are getting the wrench upside the head. Like I did mention earlier, I'm actually not in the greatest of moods. I'm having a shitty fucking day. The last thing I want to hear right now is nuclear this, nuclear that. Seriously, I forgot my fucking lockpick. Man, did I not come prepared today. Well, the world is a dump. That's the thing. Oh. We can't be spotted, though. That's the problem. Well, I mean, I guess I could... Fuck, how am I going to do this now? I need to get that guy's outfit. So what we're going to do... We're going to start with that. Come on. Pick it up. Oh! The gold briefcase for the silent takedown. And it's a weighted briefcase. Because it managed... Give me back my coin. Managed to just sit there perfectly. Oh, there we go. I was gonna say. How come I can't? I still can't. Holy fuck. I need to find a crowbar. That I know. Now, if he gets discovered... There, I'll just use this here. To see if I can find, like, a crowbar. If you two are still going on. Alright. The two of you. Enough. Well, I don't really care who started it. What I want to know is who's going to end it. Before I do. Oh. You looked a little suspicious there. Whoops, my hand slipped. Can we unlock the door? We can't even unlock the door from the inside. I think I should have brought... Yeah, this is rough. You know what? I'll just play around and see what happens. Who's they? Well, right now I just want to relax, like I said. Well, I told her now to cool it, but along with you as well. Like I said, sometimes I don't mind discussing shit like that and getting rowdy, but usually not this early in the stream. It's just too early for this. Who else do we got over there? Yeah, take a closer look. Teach you to take my coin. Now I am kinda, well not kinda, I am trying to do Sniper Assassin. I think what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to retrieve the item. And we're just not going to bother hiding it. Because when you're a soldier and you play on casual, you don't get discovered for walking around with your sniper rifle. Right? Just people that can see through your outfit regardless, but it's not like an illegal weapon. And I can't kill anyone. So that kind of sucks. Well, it doesn't suck, but I really have to be careful with what I do. Because for Sniper Assassin, you do get some leeway. You just don't get, like, a lot of it. Is it me, or did I drop my sniper? You gotta be shitting me. I think I dropped... Unreal. See how distracted I got? Yeah, you mind picking that up? I'm gonna go ahead and drop the shotgun, because you can only have one primary weapon. That's what it is. And I always keep forgetting that. We have to get past him somehow. We only have a few targets here. Tell me this door is not locked. It is locked, but I think we can scale it. Are you kidding? I can't scale that right there? Oh, man. Alright, you guys are gonna have to end it, or I will kick the two of you out. That's all I see in the chat. I don't see anything. I'm still surprised there's like 10 people in here. Staple, we it my ball. What? And my not playing. I didn't quite get that, Staple. Yeah, we're not in a good shape here. I'm gonna have to replan this. This is bullshit. I really need that lockpick. Like, wow. We don't need the fiber wire because I don't want to be killing anyone. So that's huge. Obviously, I need the sniper for sniper only. Technically, I don't need the concealed weapon, but I mean, I might as well bring it in case shit gets out of control. Well, the reason I talk a lot about America is because a lot of shit goes on there. They're in the media a lot, and especially with a person like Trump for 4 years. It was quite a unique scenario. One that garnered, to be polite, a lot more attention than having, say, Trudeau as Canadian Prime Minister. Whoopee shit. Nothing happens in Canada. Much, you know what I mean? There's no doubt that there's some things that happen a lot more in the States than other places. But remember, there's a difference between hating on a country and then hating the people that live there, right? There's a difference between saying fuck China, but I love the Chinese people. There's a massive difference. Fuck America, but I love the American people. Because who cares where the people come from? Their government doesn't make who the people are, unless you support said government, right? It's like Saudi Arabia. Man, there's some bad shit that goes on down there. The people are fine, but their government is loco. You know what I'm saying? It's like North Korea is probably a really wild example. Fuck North Korea. Not the North Koreans. Huge difference. Right? Huge difference. Like, I mean, night and day difference, but the fact that that even has to be mentioned is fucking sad. Because sometimes people think the two are the same. And it's not even close to the same. That's what I wanted. Now let me see. End of an era. Yeah, I'll do this one. Yeah, but I've also said to the two of you to pipe it or you're both getting out. Or I'll end up committing YouTube assassination. Oh, I got spotted. You got something to say? That's what I thought. You see what I'm saying? It's a good thing I saved right there, because I botched that shit. Didn't realize the person was talking to the other NPC in the window. Yeah, but Trump is a piece of shit. Regardless of what he may have done for someone financially. Period. Hitler advocated for animal rights and wanted to ban smoking. No one talks about Hitler and praise in the same sentence, right? It just doesn't go hand in hand. Of course Biden is a creep, but Trump is a pussy grabber. Right? Who would you want in your family? A pussy grabber that moves on him like a bitch, or a hair sniffer? Politics, man. Vote for the lesser of two evils. Plain simple. They're politicians. They're all creeps. They're all liars. Just some creep more than others. That's just what it is. You're left in America with voting between fucking Trump or Biden. You know what I mean? I would have voted for the hair sniffer over the pussy grabber. They're both creeps, but you gotta pick one. Or you just don't pick, but then you're not allowed to bitch about who won because you didn't go out there proactively to see if you could make a difference. So. Well, Trump's the lesser of two evils if you love the shit that Trump does, sure. Hitler was the best person in the world, according to a lot of people in this day and age. Ooh, that was kind of close. Okay, I know what we're going to do. I'm going to use that same bullshit tactic I used earlier. Let's see if that works. It did. Trump's best interest was himself. We got spotted. Yeah, that did not work. Fuck. I think I have to do like I did the last time. Make sure he's not inside the shack. Pull him out, grab his outfit, and then it'll be a lot easier from there. I'll have to wait for him to come by over here a little bit. That may be, but Hitler also banned animal testing. Again, you don't praise Hitler. That's just not something people do. Ooh, there we go. We'll take that disguise. There we go. Now I can walk in. Make sure nobody's around. Clobber his ass. Pull this out. Now we're off to a good start. That way we don't raise suspicions. Now's a good time to save it. Yeah, no, Trump is definitely like Hitler. Just a little less violent and more of a bitch. But they have a lot of similarities. I don't know why people get so upset by that. I mean, people love Trump because he's such a fucking badass, right? He just says and does things that nobody else has the balls to say. Trump says what a lot of people think. So when he gets called out on it, I don't understand why people get all like fucking spazzed out and shit. No. That's not what he meant. Oh, no. It's absolutely what he fucking meant. I don't get why people don't just admit it. It boggles my mind. Trump is deranged, absolutely. Adios. We aren't going to be spreading any fucking political bullshit in my stream. It's because he's a piece of shit. Plain and simple. Plain and fucking simple. He's garbage. I'm gonna have people come in here and tell me how he is. If after what happened with the Capitol Hill riots isn't enough to sway your mind, you think I give a shit about having an extra couple of people in my fucking stream? You really think I'm that desperate to be liked and accepted by everybody? I'm not. I don't give a flying fuck. I've been gaming for almost 40 years. No one was watching me play video games before. You think people were watching me play Zelda in 1986? I was still enjoying myself back then. I've streamed on Twitch for 2.5 hours at a time with nobody in the stream but me, and I still did it. Because I'm still going to play the game with or without people. If people can't shut the fuck up and start spreading lies, there's a lot of bullshit with Biden. But to tell me that Trump doesn't, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not going to have any of that. I just told you that I support Biden. Had I been an American, I would have voted for him. I also didn't deny the fact that he's a little creeper. So why can't people do the same thing with Trump that support Trump? Why can't they just fucking man up and admit dude's a fucking pussy grabber? He's a narcissistic fucking piece of shit. And people can't admit that? Like, come on. You might have voted for him. That doesn't necessarily mean that you support what he did, but you liked his policies. And so, again, it was either Hillary or it was Trump. Just like Biden, I would have voted for Biden had I been an American. Does that mean I support his hair sniffing? No. Does that mean I support how much of a creepy old man he is, who doesn't seem to know where he is half the time? No. But see how easy it is for me to admit that? So why can't the Trumpers do that? They always go Trump derangement syndrome. Another copy and paste bullshit fucking saying that everybody else uses. It's just really fucking tiring. Plus, I told people to shut the fuck up about politics and they keep going on about it. Which is why, like I said, Philminator, next time, just fucking drop it. Because then this is what ends up happening. It just goes back and forth, and then I look at my chat and I say 10,000 fucking times that I'm not having a good day. And then I look at my chat and all I see is that junk. I'm still surprised there's still 10 people in here. I mean, to me, that's a miracle that there's still that many people in here. I have to be an asshole. Because there is sorta, kinda, not really, a level of whatever you want to call it that I want to instill in the streams. I don't mind people saying, you know what? Yeah, I voted for Trump. Like that guy, Silent Tao? He's a Trump supporter. Did I ban him? Why did I not ban him, though? A, because he doesn't just keep going on and on and on about lying. Or doesn't just keep going on about it. And he's chill. And he also called out some of the shit that he's done. It was like under a minute conversation. And then we moved on from that. Right? We moved on from it. That simple. Well, only I would remember the Twitch streams with nobody in it because there's nobody else there to witness it. Hello, Phil. Finally got to level 10 in China. That's good. I'm slowly making my way through it as well. I mean, not right this second, as you can see. Right now I was distracted there, which is another reason why I normally don't do these challenges when I'm streaming. Because that's what can happen, right? You get distracted, you get sidetracked, people go off. And then you end up running in a circle. I don't remember sometimes what it was I was trying to do. Like I said, I don't mind discussing politics, but I don't want bullshit. There's another person that comes in here that's been coming in here for a long time just to set the record straight here. There's another person who voted for Trump. We never argue. I've never banned him. As a matter of fact, he's one of my fucking mods. Just in case you're thinking, oh, he's going out banning all the Trumpies. Nah. No, there's some Trump supporters that were able to say they voted for him. But they were also like, oh yeah, man, that shit there that he said or did, that was just fucking, you can't defend that. You know what I mean? Like, why is that so fucking hard for people to do? I don't get it. Like I said, just because you vote for someone doesn't mean that you support every goddamn thing they say and do throughout the entire course of their life. Right? There's not one saint that walks the face of this earth. Not one. No one's perfect. But some people just like to be like, oh, no, that didn't happen. They paint Trump out to be literally like Jesus. He was no fucking Jesus. I can promise you that. Not even close. Ooh, that can be tricky. Don't know how I'm going to do this one. Again, these are slow, especially when I'm not looking at an actual guide. But yeah. Now, for the other people that are in the stream, be honest with me right now if you feel that anything political is just too... Especially early in the stream. Like I said, late in the stream, it's already been an hour. I usually like to wait a while, or try to, at least. I'm curious to know if other people prefer that, even like on a light topic, that politics are just not discussed. But again, with what happened recently, it's a little bit different. Like I said, there was a huge election. The U.S. got a new president. Again, like I said, I'm not going to have people come in not allowed to go, oh, wow. You know, after 4 years of Trump, we got someone new. Hopefully things are a bit better, you know? Just very, like, normal message like that. I'm not going to, like, kick people out for saying that. Right? Or even if somebody came in and said, oh, man, so much for another 4 years of Trump, I would have been like, well, I'm glad he didn't get another 4 years. And, well, he did this with the tax or whatever, and then just left it at that. You know, that's one thing. Oh, I botched that. Yeah, I might have to look up, not like right now, but I may have to look up a guide on how to do this one on Sniper Assassin. Some other maps, sometimes I can figure them out on my own. But the other maps I've usually played through a couple of times as well. This map and the train one are the ones I've played the least. So I don't know nearly enough about these maps. I just know that when it comes to Sniper Assassin, the body can be discovered, obviously. But there is one stipulation, and I always forget what that is. So we'll go to the classics. So complete the mission, right? Assassinate the target with your sniper rifle. Only eliminate the targets and don't get spotted. Right. So just don't get, like, compromised, obviously. Although that's a separate thing too, because there is one for Silent Assassin where it says don't get compromised versus don't get spotted. I don't know the difference. Well, I mean, it is, but at the same time, it's not much of a stream if there's nobody in here, because I like to do things a certain way and everybody hates it. I just know that generally speaking, I want people to be able to come in within reason and share how they feel. You know what I mean? And because of the world that we live in, COVID and all that, right? It's like, I don't know, there's just some things that, like if somebody came in and was like, I think the COVID thing's a little blown out of proportion, I'd be like, okay, what makes you think that? They can share what they want. But if someone comes in and says like something extreme, like the whole thing's a hoax, it's the world government that's trying to, control the entire population of it's like, shut the fuck up, get out. You know what I mean? You're allowed to have your own opinion, but when it's something of that magnitude, again, you're gone, right? Somebody comes in, they start telling me something like, Hitler was the best person in the world. Your ass is gone. You're allowed to have your own opinion, but again, when it comes to the extreme like that, especially during a video game stream, it's too much. You know what I mean? If I'm making a generic stream, if I make, a free-for-all stream where it's not video gaming and it's just whatever, all topics are welcome. I might keep a guy in that thinks that way because I may want to have a conversation with him to get to why he feels that way, right? It's not just by blocking and kicking people out that think differently than you that you're going to get ahead in life. Actually, you serve no purpose, John. Coming into the stream, getting butthurt because someone from another country knows what's up more than you do about your own country. And that chaps her fucking ass. And they are absolutely valid. They're valid to those who say it's valid. That was actually kind of funny. You collect money from your government anyway, so your political views on America are invalid. So that actually made no sense. Where my source of income comes from has no relevancy on whether or not my point of view politically is valid or not. Whether I got it from anything. Like that made no fucking sense. What would have made more sense is had the person said, you don't even live here. Your point's invalid. That doesn't fully make sense, but it would have made more sense. Right? It would have made more sense. But it's because they're trying to take a jab. See, what's really funny, let's talk about this for a minute. What's really funny is the people that come in and then bring up the fact that I'm on disability, that I collect money from the government. Newsflash, I'm the one that publicly shared that with people because people asked me what I did for a living. As people got to know me a couple of years ago when I started doing YouTube, people were asking me what my main job was. If I was so ashamed of living off of the government's dime, like people like to say, you don't think I would have hid it and never told anybody? I live in a nice house. I have a nice car in the driveway. I could have easily had people fooled and never even had to tell them that I was collecting a check. No one would have known. If I didn't want people to know, they wouldn't have known. So to come in and then say to people what I've already willingly shared with people at an attempt to try to belittle me makes no fucking sense, because I don't think any less of myself for being on the system. So it makes no sense. Like I don't fucking get it. It's like, you're on disability. Yeah, thanks, Einstein, but I don't have Alzheimer's. Trust me, I remember where I get my money from. Only part of it, though, because my YouTube is actually doing really, really well. That's where I get the other half of my money. So it makes no sense to me. But do you see what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I don't get it. Had I been ashamed of being on the system and I was hiding it, you know what I mean? And I actually gave a fuck what people thought, and then somehow it got leaked out like it's a big secret anyways. But I know some people that are on the system. Actually, there are people that come in the stream that are on the system. But I don't publicly advertise it because they would just rather other people don't know, because some people aren't exactly like happy about that, because it's not exactly, exactly considered having made it big in life when you're on disability. But yeah, I don't know. That was just kind of funny. But if you are one of those people that care what others think, unfortunately, like I said, and then it got out, and the guy's like, well, you just, get paid from the government. And then the guy's, oh shit, how people know that? Yeah, that could have been a jab, but even then, you're just showing again that you're putting where you get your money from as how valid a person is. And that makes absolutely no sense to me. Chances are John is that nincompoop there, one of the people that I banned. He went and made another account, and then he comes in. And then these people think I'm going to keep him around because I'm that desperate to try to keep the stream at 2 digits. Give me a fucking break. No, but sometimes there are facts. Sometimes people have opinions on things that aren't facts. Saying that Trump did nothing wrong is not a fact. That is a lie. Saying something extreme like COVID-19 is a 100% hoax and doesn't exist, that is a lie. You can have that opinion, but again, in my stream, and for other reasons too, you know that you can actually be banned for talking about that. I've heard of YouTubers going on, like, saying videos and shit, and they'll talk about COVID, and they'll be like, oh, I think the whole thing's just made up. It's just the world government controlling it. That's their opinion. Great. Guess where their channel is now? It's gone. They got banned completely for it. So if somebody comes in, spews that bullshit, and I just fluff it off like it's not a big deal, I'm complicit to that. Their freedom to speak their bullshit opinion isn't worth me potentially losing my channel over. Right? It's not. I actually make money on YouTube. I'm not Logan Paul. I'm not Justin Bieber. But I make a decent amount of money compared to what I normally make on my own without it. No one is worth that amount of money for me to let them say some bullshit like that. Oh, he might be gone. I could give a fuck. Like I said, you have to understand too, a lot of these trolls, a lot of these people that come in, they come back, then they listen. I know because I've seen it. That's why I think this shit is so funny. I'm the loser, but they're the ones that keep coming back. They're the ones that keep coming back with a new account, a new profile. They come in, they say their piece, they get banned, and they just keep coming back. Well, if their lives are so amazing and so fruitful, why are they wasting their time with me then? Like I said, I've met some losers. A lot of losers on YouTube. And do you know what I did? I said my piece once, and I moved on. And I never spoke to them again. I never entered their stream again. I never messaged them ever again. Because they truly weren't worth my time. Because I truly felt they were a loser. I didn't just keep going back. That makes no fucking sense to me. None. None whatsoever. I think this one ends up getting noticed. It's so hard to say. Let's get him right in the ear. Oh, okay, they did spot it. It's like it was quiet, but not quiet enough kind of thing. But because I'm technically considered concealed and not compromised, I don't know if this counts as being spotted. I know that the 2 red things there, but that's different. That's for silent assassin. You don't have to go for that when you're doing sniper only. But yeah, I think it's kind of safe to say maybe that you've been spotted. And that's what would be interesting to do someday on my own, is sort of like save it here on a separate save point, go take out the other target, and then finish the mission and see if I still get awarded sniper assassin. It's kind of hard to tell. Because again, it says searching concealed. It doesn't say that I've been compromised or anything. See, they just kind of gave up. I don't know, that's kind of interesting. By the way, one of the people I banned. You guys remember who he is, if there's anybody else in the stream that might remember him? Yeah, it still says I'm concealed. What I might do is save this one as a separate video. I don't remember that one. Damn it. Berlin. Yeah, let's do this one. Anyways, the guy that I banned, Tommy Gunn, do you guys not remember that guy? Do you guys not remember how he came in telling me I was the bottom of the barrel? I was feeding off the government's dime. He went off on it. I had a rant with him for almost an hour and a half. Then he suddenly turns fucking good guy and tells me I'm okay. Comes and checks out my streams. Then I boot his ass out. And then he comes back with another fucking account. You think that's a huge loss, honestly? Like, come on now. The guy tries to make fun of me for almost 2 hours. Changes his tune and tells me, no, you're cool. You're cool, bro. You're cool. Oh, yeah, sure. After I tore him a new asshole for nearly 2 hours. Every time he'd try to take a jab at me, I'd give him an uppercut. Well, Phil, I'm from England. We have the same views on Trump as you. What sort of president would announce on national TV bleach could cure corona at the beginning of the outbreak? Well, that's what I mean. It's... fuck, man. All you gotta do is listen to what he says. You know, a lot of people will be like, oh, you've been watching too much CNN News or Fox News. I don't care who the fuck has their label at the bottom of the video. Just listen to him speak. Never mind the CNN acronym. Never mind the Fox News, MSNBC, LMNOP, whatever fucking 3-4 letter news network is written at the bottom of the video prompt. Just listen to the words that come out of his mouth. Watch his actions for the past 4 years. There's nothing presidential about him. There just isn't. Like, it just blows my mind away. But like I said, I get why a lot of people like him. Because he's brash and he's out there and he doesn't hold back. And it just shows you how a lot of people in life like that. Because there are a lot of people that are like him. Right? So when you have someone that doesn't fit the mold and just comes out and says and does all this shit, and some people are like, oh my God, did he just say that? Well, there's going to be the other half that are like, oh, fuck, yeah, I can get behind this. I mean, doesn't it make you a little bit suspicious that in recent history, there is no United States president that's ever been beloved by the likes of the Ku Klux Klan, the KKK? Are we going to start fucking trying to find something good about them now? They fucking love Trump. The Proud Boys. They've now been labeled a fucking terrorist organization. They loved, well, not all of them now because he didn't go and bail them all out. But my point is, even though other presidents aren't saints either, you don't have the fucking KKK supporting them. Doesn't that make you scratch your head a little bit if you don't know much about Trump? Doesn't that make you go, well, that's kind of weird? What the fuck does this guy say and do on the daily that would actually get you the praise of one of the most ridiculous ideologies that a group of people can have, like being fucking part of the KKK, calling themselves fucking wizards, wearing like fucking bed sheets on their fucking heads? Right? That should be a fucking red flag right there. Right there on its own. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? But, it's not a big deal. Well, no, it's not a big deal if you're into that shit. Of course it's not a big fucking deal. Some people think what Hitler did wasn't a big fucking deal because they fucking like him. Nothing he says or does can be wrong, right? That's the problem with sometimes trying to debate some of these people, right? It's the guy or girl can do no wrong. You can present them with evidence. He did this. He did that. But there's no point in showing you or showing them the evidence because that's actually probably why they fucking like him to begin with. That's why they support him, right? Because of the shit that he says and does. They obviously see something that a lot of the rest of us see, and some don't, and that's cool. Like I said, one of my mods is a Trump supporter. Doesn't like what he said and done about some of the shit, but he calls a spade a spade. He says, listen, that's the dude I went for in 2016. You know, I thought he was cool, blah, blah, blah. But he doesn't make excuses. He doesn't. And then when I say shit like, you know, had I been in the States and people ask me who I would have voted for, and I tell them this guy doesn't go, oh, so you would have fucking voted for that, right? Because I didn't go and attack him after. I go, what is it about him that you liked? And we had a civil conversation. I've done that with more than one or two people that regularly come in my streams. It can be done, but it can't be done with everybody. It's just, it's impossible. It's not the world we live in. So, you know. Anyways. Got a little bit off topic, kinda. A little bit more in a direction I probably wouldn't have normally have gone into. But like I said, Philminator and that fucking dingleberry shit stain. Comments were made, it went back and forth. Like I said, when you got 5 or 10 people in a stream, it's not as big of a deal in that there's just not like a lot of people. But if somehow I ever averaged 30 people, 40 people in a stream, and we've got everybody going hog wild, 100 people in the stream, it's just not a good habit to get into. Again, maybe at the end of the stream, maybe, because I do like talking about world current affairs, you know, shit going on in the world, whether they're political in nature or just the news, just shit going on in the world. Don't forget, for nearly half my life, I've been very secluded, very recluse. I keep to myself. I don't go out. I don't hang out with people. You know what I mean? In the last 15 to 20 years, I can count on one hand how many times I hung out with someone. Right? So sometimes things that go on all over the world, whether it's fucking Australia, the US, fucking Alaska, anywhere in between. Yeah, sometimes I like to talk about that because I feel like I'm a little bit more connected. Right? I feel like I'm aware and current with what the fuck is going on around me. I might live in a bubble, but I still want to know what's going on outside of the bubble. Whereas I know people like me that live in a bubble, but they don't want to know anything that's going on outside of their bubble. I used to be like that, but I've changed over the years, right? But yeah, like I said, in my defense, I normally don't, you know, Because I did start off the stream by saying I'm not in a good mood, not having a good day. And like I said, it just kept going back and forth, back and forth. I keep looking at the chat, and it was just the same fucking bullshit about, you know, back and forth bullshit. And then I had like 10 people, 11, 12 people in the stream. And I know for a fact there was a lot of people that were like, oh, fuck. Here we go again. And I don't really blame them, you know, especially after I said, let's kill it and at least wait till later in the stream to get into that shit. All right, so I got another target way over there, and I am curious to know if I would technically be considered for a sniper assassin. Because again, that HUD thing, if we go to game and we go to HUD, that silent thing is different. Remember that, those two green guns that I blew, I'm not trying to be silent. There's a difference there. So I would have to take out the other target. And find out if I still get that. Oh boy. Oof, that was risky. Yeah, like I said, sometimes, you know, having heated conversations, I mean, that's one thing. It's expected when it comes to shit like that's political, right? It's just impossible to always keep it perfect. But it is true, though. Most people don't come to a gaming stream wanting to hear people arguing about who's the bigger pervert between Biden and Trump. I can promise you that. They absolutely did not. And it's like I always said in the beginning. I've always said this, and it's true. There are things I may like to say and do in streams, but if I do ever actually plan on growing from a streaming perspective, there are some things that even I'm going to have to learn to do. Or not do, rather, right? They're just things that don't really mix well. It's like you can do it, just don't expect the maximum yield of positive results if you choose to go against the grain. Okay, so he can spot us. He knows who we are as well. Looks like I might be safe here. I'm trespassing? Okay, so we botched that one. I walked in and I had no idea I was trespassing because I got an outfit. What's that? I didn't hear you properly. Maybe I need one of those outfits. Oops. But yeah. Yeah, I'm probably going to go soon. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's almost 5. I got some other things I have to record as well, like some more footage for that trucking simulator that I got. I'm going to want to talk about that a little bit. Yeah, without a guide, like I said, just like winging it, trying to do sniper assassin, might be a little bit difficult. No, turn around. There we go. Plus, with a game like this, you can't always rush. And that's why I save often too, right? So I can restart without having to do all this. So I now know not to go up there. What I would probably need to do is find a way to lure him out and then grab his outfit, and then I would have like a universal outfit that would allow me to go anywhere I want. These ones that I have here are not universal. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna end it here for now. Mr. Freeze has put a post on the February newsletter. Hopefully the update will sort. Yeah, the online prominence horrendous overseas. Oh, really? Oh, that sucks. Yeah, I was actually even thinking of making a video on that. It seems kind of corny, but I didn't know about it until I loaded the game myself, right? So sometimes I like doing that because it's to bring the awareness like, hey, did you know this? Obviously, if you know it, don't fucking click on it, right? On the video. So February roadmap. I might, like I said, do a quick video on this because like I had no idea, none whatsoever, that this was even a thing. And that a guaranteed update is coming out again, like we now know, February the 23rd. So that's definitely going to be pretty cool. Yeah, like I said, once I'm done with most of the challenges, getting the weapons that I actually want, it's just going to be about random bullshit, really. Just going around, trying to cause havoc. How long can I survive? Can I do, an all crowbar level, or do you know what I mean? Or maybe hands only, or whatever, sort of do like my own little challenges kind of thing, just to kind of mess around. Because this game allows you to have a bit more of a sandboxy approach than most other games. So, yeah, I think this game is going to last me quite a while. But yeah, maybe I'll be back later. It'll have to depend on how much stuff I get done for regular uploads. And if I do come back later, there is absolutely no bullshit drama in the chat. None. I mean, obviously, if somebody comes in, they weren't here earlier, and they're like, oh, I still can't get over, whatever, Biden one or something. I'm not going to, kick them out of the fucking stream. I'll just be like, yeah, I know, eh? Okay. Right? Oh, wow, that was a long time ago. Yeah, I got my mace a long time ago. Yeah. It's a mace that has to be placed in a suitcase. It's a big bastard of a mace. I think we were talking about this one. It has to be put again in this thing. That big whopper that I got from an older map. Yeah. It's a pretty cool weapon, but I think it's also an illegal weapon. Not too sure. It can be held in one hand. So I'm not too sure why it has to be kept in a briefcase, but there's a crowbar I want to unlock as well, because when it comes to regular melee weapons, like if I just do regular, melee, non-lethal melee, I have a fish, which I guess can be funny for a minute. I have the walking cane, which you drop if you pick up a shotgun or something like that. a meaty bone and a small gold bar, which I suppose is kind of cool. It's like a little hand-sized gold brick. It's all right, but I was kind of hoping for like a stick or a crowbar or something permanent that I can have unlocked. And again, these are some of the things that I'm going to want to do, but I don't know about doing them on stream, to be honest. I get so distracted, and then depending on how the chat goes, and right? And then something that should take 20 minutes takes me fucking 2 hours. So that's why I don't know what to do sometimes when I stream these now, because I'm starting to run out of things that I need to do or that I want to do. But yeah. Yeah, I think that's the one that I had started working on, actually. Let me take a look at that before I go really quick. It might have been that black, just regular mission. I'm looking at the wrong damn thing. Mastery. That's what it is. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. That was another reason why I had started getting a little bit deeper into this one. I played it once and I got to like level 7. So again, getting to level 18 would be cool in here, because this is a weapon that can break open doors. It counts as like a lockpick. Granted, you'll bring a little bit more awareness with the crowbar, but it also kind of saves you a slot, right? Where you can bring something extra, because it's a 2-in-1 melee and door opener as well. So that, to me, is a very important weapon that I would absolutely love to get. But to get level 18 on this, like I said, that would involve a lot of research. But I have not done a suit only, Silent Assassin suit only. I haven't done that. Which, if I do, that unlocks 3. Then if I do the Sniper Assassin only, that's another 4,000 mastery. And then because you would have done those 2 things, that counts as doing all the classic. That's another 4,000. So between those classics, I could potentially get like an absurd amount of levels. I could maybe go from like 7 to 12 or 13, maybe, doing all those. But yeah. Yeah, that's right. You reminded me. That was actually one of my next on the list of must-have weapons. Because there's not a lot of other places now that have something that I want. But yeah. Well, for whoever's left in here, thanks for stopping by. And like I said, I might be back a bit later. And I will make sure the chat stays a little bit more normal if I do decide to come back. And I'll try to figure out in the meantime what I even want to do, to be honest, and go from there. All right. Bye for now.